Welcome back, everybody. Courtside in the Moody Center at the University of Texas. We're joined now post-game by Lions skipper Jarrett Von Rosenberg. Coach, you played the Longhorns tonight.
Yeah, we did. It was, it's not the result we wanted. I did like the carryover when we talked about pregame, some of the things that we wanted to make them do. And, we wanted to make Marcus Carr a jump shooter.
He may.
But it's a record for a reason, and everyone else goes 2 for 12 on their team. So if you're going to win a game like this, that's how you have to, at least how we're built. We felt like, and he made us pay. But we went on our own runs. We handled adversity pretty well, and against a team that theoretically, not maybe, they're good enough as far as their roster and how they're constructed to win a national championship. To have 15 to 20 minutes where we play, pretty good basketball, even with them. I know the score doesn't, we lose the game, and that's all that really matters. But we got to take this, and I loved our fight at the end. We went on a little run there to end the game. We've got to use those good things, learn from, this stuff from a scouting report standpoint that we didn't execute that hurt us, and get ready for our new season. I told our guys that our first season's over, and it ends at the toughest game of the year for that non-conference schedule. But we saw some good things. We saw some, some guys shoot the ball well and play well. So, we'll take those positives, and our real season starts Saturday.
Coach, let's go back to the first half of the game. Early in it, the Longhorns went on that 9-0 run. After the Lions came out, had some pop to them, actually took a 3-2 lead on this floor. Ladies had a lead at Mississippi State. So you have that, stop the conversation. But you had that 9-0 run go on, and you called the timeout like you said you would if things weren't going just the way. What was that conversation in the huddle, and the guys responded to that well?
We just turned it over. In the half court, we were, for the most part, when we got Texas in the half court, which is easier said than done, we were able to, get some stops and make things difficult on them. But in those runs, we turned it over is what killed us. We turned it over, ended up turning it over only 16 times. We did a much better job in the second half of taking care of the basketball. But, that's what happens. You make a mistake, and a team like Texas is going to really take advantage of it. And they had 29 points off those turnovers. We lose by 25. You're not going to ever play a clean game, but you can't recover from that many points off of your mistakes.
Sure. Coach, talk about your guard play, if you would. Tommy Lewis, 19 points. C.J. Roberts led the way with 20. Those two guys, it's the biggest combo night for them since they put on a Lion uniform.
Yeah, and you have 4 guys in double figures. I don't know if we've done that all year, to be honest, if you take away Arlington Baptist and you do it against Texas. So there were some bright spots. Score 72 on this floor. I think that's a positive. We got to understand, though, especially when you're on the road, you're not going to outscore opponents. I think we got a little shot happy early in possessions. And it's just a killer when you shoot a quick one in the first 5 seconds of shot clock, and then you got to go guard them again. So when we ran offense, made them guard multiple sides, we got, I think, really good opportunities. Why we shot a high percentage. We just didn't do that consistently enough for long enough to make it a game.
You talked in the pregame conversation a bit about how the Longhorns will have scouted your team as good as anybody else out there possibly could. What do your guys gain from that knowledge, and what do they learn to be able to scout better themselves?
No, I think it goes to the approach. Whether you're playing playing Arlington Baptist or Texas, we're not changing how we do things. The preparation, it's not like I'm watching more games of Texas. You watch, you try to prepare, you try to get your guys ready, and you got to respect basketball. You can't just get up for a sold out or a big arena and a full gym. What's this called? Full arena. So you can't just get up for that game. You got to be able to play in the dog days of February when we're on the road somewhere. Maybe there's not a great crowd. Right. We've got to be able to get ourselves going, understanding that every game matters and how we're approaching it, and we're going to approach it the same way.
Guy, overall, the look on this, you got to be happy. Some of those guys in there, they're not happy because they didn't win a ball game tonight, but some of them really showed they can compete against anybody at this level.
Yeah, no, if we're, again, we still got 9 new guys, and we haven't been able to practice because of the road and stuff, but there was a lot of things that we did well that Texas had problems with on both sides of the ball, and we just have to be able to do them for longer. And you got no room for error when you play Texas, right? It's you have to play a almost perfect game to give yourself a chance. And even then, you need them to miss shots. Well, Marcus didn't miss shots tonight either. So it was going to be a tall task. Obviously, we knew that going in. But I am pleased. There was a lot of positive things that we did on the floor tonight that we've got to continue to do and even get more guys to do.
Jason Burton said down on the islands right before Christmas that what his team had learned was that when they made mistakes, the penalty for those mistakes was a little bit higher. You guys already knew that, and it's true.
Yeah, that's the difference. Every level you go up, just go all the way to the NBA. You make a mistake in the NBA game, it's a point. You cannot recover. The athletes are the best in the world, and it's just the same. Like every level you go up, and when you start playing the best teams in the country and all that stuff, you don't have room for error, and that's a good lesson for our guys to understand, because there's plenty of It's so funny. You have a turnover, and it's literally something you might have walked out on the floor and literally said, "Hey, if we do this, we'll turn it over." You do it in the game, you turn it over, and those things are great learning things for our guys to obviously trust that like what they're seeing and know that it carries over, and so we'll continue to do that. As I said in there, we played 9 home games and 9 road games now, and it'll be a 500 scale. We'll get to play some in the field house, and we appreciate we're looking forward to Saturday. We're looking forward to getting back in the field house. It's not going to be perfect all the time, but guys are going to play their butts off, and we're going to try to be competitive and see what we can do in the Southland.
All right, folks. That is head coach Jarrett Von Rosenberg. His postgame are brought to you.